Hey, how you doing? Okay, so I'm going right to a gospel music awards. I actually haven't been to anyone before, so I'm on my way. So I just said I should stop by and start out. What I call it? Talk about my content creation journey and also to kind of vlog what's going on in this gospel music awards. So, anyways, I hope you get the drift. Okay, so I'm here to talk about my content creation journey and how I started it, because you see, content creation is life. Everybody is creating content one way or the other. We are all content creators by nature. I mean, God is the biggest content creator, so we just like God, right? And because God made us, He's our creator, so we are creators, right? So let's talk about my content creation journey and when it started, right? So I will say that it started around say 2009ish to 2010. Yeah, because then I'm a fashion designer, and I actually had this training school where I had to teach people fashion design, and I would teach, my staff would teach, and then we would have to teach over and over and over again. You know how it is when you are teaching somebody something and it seems like they don't get it? You'll have to do it over and over and over and over again, and that could be so frustrating. So what myself and my husband decided to do was to record all the content. That's what we did. We recorded every single fashion design training class. Yeah, and also at that time we had a project with the federal government, so that means that we needed to train hundreds of people, and we needed to have a system by which we would deliver this training. It's not so easy to have people who you're teaching something and they don't get it, because everybody has their different learning styles. Guys, there's this white thing on the screen. I don't know where it's from. Probably it's from the windscreen. So guys, you have to manage it like that, okay? We had this contract that we had to do for federal government where we had to train a lot of people on fashion design programs. And I tell you, because of that, we had to come up with this content, because we already were training tens of students. I mean, what would happen if we had to train hundreds of students? It's really going to be almost like a disaster, because we're all going to be so tired. So what we had to do was to record the content. And recording the content meant that we were able to automate the process. So that's the first part of my content creation journey. I was able to automate the process by creating the content that I needed for that training program. And I tell you, doing that relieved us of so much stress. Yeah. It relieved us of so much stress and strain, because what that meant was that we were able to systemize the process. We were able to put it in a system where people can just come, watch, learn, and the supervisors will be able to ask them what they've learned and oversee their pattern drafting, and it was easy. That was easier for us. I mean, it didn't really take away the process of training students, overseeing them, and actually checking on their work. But what it did was that it enabled us to put ourselves at rest and focus more on the outcomes than the process. That was what it helped us to do. So we were able to get people trained faster because they had something they could watch, learn from, and also quickly replicate. So the first step in my content creation journey was actually automating the process. If you heard what I just said, just type that in the comments here. Automating the process. So maybe you have something you do so well. Maybe you have a skill that you do so well and that you believe that people are going to learn from. The first thing that you want to do is to try and automate the process. Create the content in a way that there will be videos, and then you can deploy that in your physical training setup. You can also make that into an online course, and then you can now scale globally. Now, in my next video, I'm going to talk about how we scaled globally. Yes, I'm going to talk about that, because you see, scaling globally is very, very important. And what that does is that it multiplies your reach, it amplifies you, and takes you to the next level. So I'll see you in the next one. Take care.